Good Monday morning, YouTube. Matt Emroy back once again. Monday, 8:23 in the morning. Says welcome. Kind of ironic though, isn't it? I know, right? Well, day one of the liquid fast, 5 days. Count them 5. So what I want to do this morning, I'm going to get a starting weight just so you guys will know. I did binge a little last night in preparation for this, so I fully expect to weigh a little bit more than I did the other day. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to turn you guys around, and let's see what the damage is. Fingers crossed. So, don't have too many clothes on right now, but let's see what we got. It's like 208.8. So, now we know what I'm starting at. That's about 3 or 4 more pounds than I was the other day. So I'm going to go ahead inside. I'm going to start drinking a little bit and get my day started. Hopefully I won't be too hoarse the rest of the day. We are having some major allergy problems due to a breakout of pollen. Very typical this time of year, though. You can really hear those birds in the background. All right, folks. Talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, everybody, I just had to show you this. What are you two up to, huh? What are you two doing? You looking at the birdies? It's about 9:11 right now. That is so precious. That would make a beautiful thumbnail. Mido, Baxt. Psst, 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 psst. You guys looking at the birdies? Huh? This is what they do now. They'll sit in the window in the morning together, face to butt, and then just look at the birds. You guys having fun? Crazy, crazy kitties. All right, everybody. So, this morning, so far, I've had 2 cups of coffee, and I've had one of these meal replacement. If you guys can see them right there, these Equate meal replacement drinks. These are the Slim Fast equivalents. These only have 180 calories, so if I drink these, I have to drink 3 or 4 of these a day. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 of those a day, and then for lunch, I'm going to go ahead and drink myself one of these Equate nutritional shakes. These are the ones that are like equivalent to the either the Ensure or the Boost. I can't remember which ones, but these have 220 calories. So if I have 2 of those a day, one of these a day, and I drink my 2 or 3 cups of coffee, then I should be good. I'll probably have to add in some fresh juice, but I figure calorie-wise, that'll bring me right around 2,000 calories. So I'll definitely be losing weight during this liquid fast, again, for 5 days. We're going to be doing this for 5 days, and I am praying, hoping to get under 200 pounds. That would be awesome. If I can get under 200 pounds by the end of this, I will be so happy. But you know what? That's not necessarily the point. The point of this is just to try to boost my immune system, and definitely going to be juicing a lot. I bought that juicer from Lidl a while ago, and I've been using it pretty much religiously. And when I juice, I mix the fruits and the vegetables together. Usually I'll do carrots, kale, grapes, apples, blueberries, and put in something like a mango, and or maybe a kiwi fruit if I can find it on special. But the mixture of those 2 things, it's like a super powerful elixir. It gives you the energy to get through the day. Well, I can hear Dad calling me, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this. Not sure what else we're going to get up to today. Trying to make these interesting for you, although with the current situation, there really isn't that much to vlog about. So I'll talk to everybody on the flip side. All right, tubers, 10:40 a.m. Man, I'm already feeling the effects of this liquid diet. I've only been on it since this morning, but I've been on the John quite a few times already. A bunch of you out there warned me that was going to be a problem, and I'll be honest with you, I kind of realized it would be too. But that's a good thing. This is going to be like a cleanse. So basically, drinking all this stuff is going to super hydrate me, and it's going to flush out all the junk. Because let's face it, probably like you, I've been eating quite a bit of junk since this whole thing started, just kind of the comfort food stuff. So this is going to be a body cleanse. I do need to make some juice later on today. I'm going to see if I can film that a little bit. Maybe I'll get mom or dad to hold the camera while I do it. But if not, I'll definitely show you what I'm going to at least put into the juice, because it's very interesting. I go with a lot of what they call superfoods. So basically blueberries, mangoes, maybe I'll put some strawberries in this time, but carrots, basically all the stuff that is really cleansing and really, really good for your body. So hopefully this doesn't affect my bowels too much more, because I may not be able to go anywhere. Not that I really can go anywhere right now anyway. See, I got all the protein shakes up there. That's all I have right now. Luckily, Walmart has these on special right now for $8 and I think 98 cents for a 12-pack. Once again, these are the meal replacement, the Slim Fast equivalents. 180 calories, 10 grams of protein, which is really, really good. That's what's going to give you the energy if you're going to try to tackle this type of liquid fast like I'm doing. Well, I need to go and finish my workout. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. Mom wants to maybe get a walk in. We're going to try to put the blinds, or the blinds up in the living room to kind of just finish off the whole house, all except for my front blind right there, which is going to be a little challenging. We haven't even bought that one yet. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down for a little bit, and I'll talk to everybody on the flip side. All right, tubers, this is really getting crazy. I'm watching a CBC broadcast in Canada, and apparently a man in the province of Quebec, more specifically in Sherbrooke, ran over a security guard at a Walmart because he was so frustrated with all this social distancing. Now, this is apropos to me because I actually spent quite a bit of my summers in Sherbrooke. My grandparents live there, French-Canadian grandparents live there for many, many years, and I can remember spending my summers in Sherbrooke. And this is actually about an hour kind of like northeast of Montreal. So they're showing a picture of it here, and this is actually in the mall where I used to shop a lot. As a matter of fact, quite a few things, I'd have to pull them out, I don't remember where they are now, that I've purchased over the years came from that mall in Sherbrooke. But this is really crazy, folks. I mean, people are just going nuts. So you have to be cautious out there. If you have to go out in public to exercise, to do your shopping, just be very, very sensitive of other people's feelings, because right now emotions are running high. Emotionally unstable people are having a very, very hard time just dealing with day-to-day life now. So top tip from Matt Emroy: stay safe, stay at home, and if you have to venture out, remember, kindness is the word of the day. All right, everybody, time for a little bit of bicycle maintenance. I got this Easy Lube White Lightning chain lube. I need to go ahead and lube our chains, because yesterday Mom's chain came off and so did mine. So let me go ahead and get in here and take care of that. Now, it's not too hard to do. I'll start with, let's see, let me pull this bike out so you guys can see it a little bit better. So I'll start here with my Raleigh. This is the SC40. You guys have all seen this one before. So basically all I need to do is take the chain lube and kind of just run it across the chain here, just like this. I try to get it behind there a little bit, and believe it or not, it's got wax on it. So basically it's gonna help keep that lube on there. And that's really all you have to do. And then maybe let it sit for a few minutes. Sometimes I'll go and do the chain like right around the sprocket here. And you let it sit for a few minutes, and then you go ahead and take your bike around, and it'll actually lubricate all the gears and stuff behind there. Maybe I'll go ahead and put a little bit on here too. And I'm going to do this with all of our bikes, because the more you do this, the less chance you'll have the chain will come off when you're riding the bike. This one I haven't done it in a good long while, so this is it's a good thing I'm getting it done today. I love this bike, by the way. I've had this bike now for about 2 years. These are really pretty old at this point. These Raleigh SC40s came out around 1999 to 2000, but I've had some upgrades done to it. I had these off-road tires put on by Scat Bikes in Portsmouth. They did a great job doing that. The shocks are still in decent shape, though. You see that the pad here, the rubber's kind of decaying a little bit. I'll have to do something about that later. And then over the last couple of months, I picked up these Crivet brand saddlebags I put on the side. These actually work really, really well. These will hold up to 18 pounds each. And during the situation that we're in, I'm actually using it to store quite a few things. So I have the essentials in here. I have my box of tissues. I have my chain there. And then I have some Clorox wipes that I keep in there just for safety. And they actually lined with these rubber hard pads, so they can hold quite a bit of weight. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and finish working on the other bikes. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. Talk to everybody a little bit later. All right, tubers, so before I forget, I'm going to show you guys a donation to the channel from YouTuber Eric's Variety Channel, formerly Eric Brunhammer. This is a CPU he donated. I'm going to try to get it in the light here, but it is a Core 2 Duo Q9400. This is a 2.4, I believe. What does that say? 2.66 gigahertz CPU. So I want to thank Eric Brunhammer again. He must have heard me talk about that Dell Optiplex, the one that I got in that had the Core 2 Duo. This is going to be a very, very nice upgrade to that computer. So once again, Eric, thank you so much for the CPU. It is much appreciated and will definitely go to good use. All right, everybody. About 2 o'clock, and Mom and I are walking the neighborhood. She's heading to Food Line. She's right back there. And I'm heading back home. I started getting kind of tired. I think this liquid fast is already catching up with me. I haven't had any food all day long. Had 3 protein shakes. I had 2 cups of coffee, and then I had basically a 16, well, probably more like a 12-ounce glass of my juice. And that's probably all I'm going to eat today, folks. Well, technically drink, but it's interesting because a couple of you mentioned about, having to be on the toilet a lot after these fasts. Sure enough, folks, it's already happened 3 times today. So you get a lot of what's a good word for it? Get a lot of stuff shooting out of you with these things. I'm not thinking clearly right now. I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to pause the vlog, see what the rest of the day brings, talk to everybody on the flip side. All right, everybody, back home, and I'm about to do some juicing. But before I do, I want to show you what I usually put in my juice blend. So I usually start with kale. That should be about enough for this particular one. And I always put carrots in. I would say maybe between 3 and 4. And I'll use probably about 6 or 7 apples out of this. This is just a bag that I got from BJ's, Wellesley Farms, organic Granny Smith apples. Really, really good. This is where the bulk of your juice is actually going to come from. Have some oranges, probably use about 4 of those. I have a bag of grapes here. These just happen to be red seedless grapes, just whatever was on sale. These will work just fine. Then I have blueberries and blackberries. So this is what I do to make what I call my power juice. And when you think about it, a lot of these are superfoods. The blueberries, blackberries are. I believe the grapes are considered a superfood, and the kale as well. Now, the reason I put the carrots in and the kale in is I want to get some vegetables in there too. And the beauty part is when you mix everything together, you can't even taste the carrots or the kale. So let's face it, a lot of us probably prefer fruit juice over vegetable juice. So this is what I use for my blend. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And what I usually do is I'll mix the kale. It's very hard to juice kale. You have to do it slowly. So what I usually do is I'll put some apples on the bottom and I'll put the kale on top. That way, as the apples, because they take a lot longer to juice, go down, the kale will have more time for the extruder to extract the juice from it, and everything just goes right in here. This is actually just a really cheap juicer that I got from Lidl, but it works just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and juice it. We'll see what happens, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. All right, everybody, just finished juicing, and this is what I got out of all that stuff. I know it doesn't necessarily look the most appetizing, but I can assure you this is delicious, nutritious, and this can be a total meal replacement if you want it to. So what this is, once again, it's carrots, blueberries, apples, kale, orange, and I think I'm missing one thing there, but you guys get the idea. I showed you it before. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the fridge. You do have to refrigerate this. If you don't, it'll go bad within a day or so. Put it in the fridge and clean myself up. You guys know I really get into my work. Ha. And I'm going to end the vlog here for today. I hope everybody's enjoying these. Yes, I'm hooked up to my battery backup right now because I've been using my cell phone a lot today. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.